Hi everyone, John95 here, and yes, it has been a little while, but we are now back about, just about 2 weeks later. Hopefully I'll upload this pretty soon, but anyways, Cars 3 was amazing as expected. You know, all the hype, all the just getting ready for it, it was totally worth it. I'll post my spoiler review soon enough on here. I absolutely love the film, I thought it was brilliant, but anyways, actually got a ticket right here. Number 10, or Theater 10, as they say. So anyways, today we have the Kmart, or the first to Kmart, I always get that wrong, first to Kmart release, Ralph Carlow. Now this one, I went to Kmart on June, was it 16 or 7, whatever it was, 17? I don't know, sure. But anyways, I went there and I just could not find these cars. I don't know where they held the event. I went about like 11 o'clock. I didn't go exactly at 9 because I knew they had a few cases of them. But I could not find them. So I went back a few days later, and there were just tons of them on the shelves. There was a lot of them, but I just picked up Ralph Carlow and Jack the Post, the two we were looking for. Took a little bit, but anyways, it's good to finally have them. Now a little bit more explaining as I go on here. I also went to Toys R Us last Saturday to try to pick up on the offer for the Lightning McQueen and Jackson Storm with Piston Cup. But I did not buy those two. They did not, or the store did not let me buy on the singles, and I did not want to really buy the $20 deal because I was looking for the Jada Jackson Storm, but they did not have them, or did not have him. It was a little disappointing, but I'll go back soon and pick those up as singles because there was a lot of them. So anyways, let's get into the review. So anyways, we have Ralph Carlow here with the little torquey pistons, number 117. Very cool. One of my good friends is favorite number is 117. Like 11 if you're watching. A-okay. So anyways, on the back here we have the synopsis. I guess it was pretty accurate. I mean, it has to be, but anyways. Chester Whipple filter, Chick Hicks with headset, Jack the Post, Doug Throttleman, Parker Braxton, and Rex Revler. Very cool. So we have like the same sort of box from Case B characters. It was over here. Okay, anyways. So, without further ado, let's get into unboxing him. Anyways guys, here's Ralph Carlow out of the box, and he is really cool. I really like this one actually. The red rims really give it some, like, I don't know, it just stands out among the rest. So anyways, starting off here, of course we'll start off with the hood. So here we have little torquey pistons, and this logo has changed from the other Ralph Carlow from Cars 1, but we'll get into that later. So anyways, little torquey pistons with this red banner going through and whites on the side. I really like this. The piston's really big now, nice to see. And on the bottom there's like this white shine coming out. So anyways, there we can tell his first appearance in the movie is just behind Jackson Storm. I believe in the Desert Race. I forget what it is. Copper Canyon, was it? I don't know. I don't remember that race completely. I love that part of the movie though. I'm rambling. I will get onto it later. Anyways, good expression. We'll get into similar models later. So anyways, the part that I like is these rims. Really reminds me of like McQueen's rims. They're pretty reminiscent of the two. Not exactly the same, but you know, Ralph's are a little darker. Really like that though. It sort of reminds me of like the first McQueen that came out. I don't know why, but very nice. I spent enough time on the rim there. But this is probably one of the best parts of the diecast. I didn't even finish my sentence there. That was strange. But anyways, there's this mix of white, blue, and red here, right up near the sponsors, and it's just super cool because this white just curves all over the place, and the blue is the background, and it gets darker, and it goes over to the tires here, the fenders, and leans over to the end here. Absolutely love that. It is super cool. Oh jeez, came off camera. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyways, for sponsors, we have Piston Cup, of course, Vitaline, Revolting, RPM, Nitroid, Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. Hopefully, we'll see some of those releases pretty soon. I believe RPM's in that 10-pack exclusive, but we'll just move on here. So 117, of course, very cool. Now this red has like this black, sort of very hard to see line coming through and up and over. It was got little torquey pistons, and there's a little piston again, and his eyes cut off by the gas cap, but that's okay. He's got that white shine around him again. Very cool. On the back, little torquey pistons with the camera, no little piston again, or no little piston, my apologies. 117 rear lights, got the spoiler, Little torquey pistons, same logo as the front, just a little smaller. Rear mirror, rear window, little torquey piston, same one again, and then basically the same thing here. Now this white and blue sort of combination goes up over here near the top. I like that a lot. Anyways, 117 over the banner, which we saw here. It's the same banner, just 117. I like that a lot. I like a lot in this Ralph Carlow. Anyways, we have the base, very nice. And this one is just really nice, guys. Alright, you guys know this is my favorite joke. But anyways, here we have Ralph Carlow and Ralph Carlow. The two little torquey piston racers. Now, I picked up the Cars 1 Ralph Carlow when I went to pick up the Cars 3 Ralph Carlow. So let me explain. When I couldn't find the Cars 3 Ralph Carlow, I went to the aisles and Kmart just had a ton of old stock. Like I also picked up Rusty Cornfield here. I mean, it was absolutely perfect. And he came in with the his little berry as well as the movie moments. So it actually worked out pretty nice. I think I got another one too. Ooh, I'm trying to think who it was though. I'll find it later. But anyways, it was very nice to find some old stock there. There's still a few Piston Cup Racers that I'd like to go back and pick up, but Kmart was about 20 minutes out, 25 minutes out. Might have to make another journey out there again. But anyways, really got sidetracked there. So going on to our little torquey Piston Racers, a lot has changed. I do prefer the Cars 3 Ralph Carlow. I do believe it gets like that model correctly. I think this one was just a little, how do I say this, wider and fatter. There we go. To say the least, from the first movie, I think this model is a lot better. But anyways, the blue has changed. It's a lot lighter. Now the little torquey pistons isn't just a circle anymore. It's like this, I guess, rectangular box type. With okay, I'm trying to think of what this is here. It's almost like a pill that goes around. There we go. And this one's just circle, little torquey pistons. It's pretty bland. Thinking about it now, I always thought this was a really cool one, but comparing the two, they just make the Cars 1 look. They just make the Cars 1 look pretty bland. Jeez. Anyways, 117 on the light there, 117 below the light, very small. Again, the sides here, probably our biggest difference. I mean, they both do like the wave where it comes down and dips back up, but they have different colors, of course. It's not even comparable to the Cars 3 one. Just looks so much better on the Cars 3 Ralph Carlow. Anyways, they have these same little torquey pistons logo there. I mean, the Cars 3 one is a little bit updated, I guess. And it does have the shine. There's no shine here. On the back, there's the difference with coloring, of course, but little torquey pistons. And there's no little piston on this one, but there is a different logo on this one. That's what I was trying to say there. So on top, we have the red banner going through again, 117, 117, but definitely more 3D-esque on the Cars 3 Ralph Carlow. Anyways, I do prefer the Cars 3 if you couldn't tell. Here are 3 Piston Cup Racers that have the same model. So on the left we have Todd Marcus, middle Ralph Carlow, and right Paunchy Wipeout. I guess we could include Murray Clutchburn, but he has a different expression, so I decided to leave him out, but you know, at least give him a mention. Alright guys, I will show all of the Piston Cup Racers as we did before in the Jacked Up Post review. I don't really want to be repeating the same things over. Anyways, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.
Good job!